Yo, what up, gaming fam? It's your boy Meeks, and just finished watching the Nintendo Direct, and they had a few games that they announced. Starting off, they had Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. You can get it separate or as a bundle. The only thing that I didn't like about that is that $70 price tag. Now, Nintendo's getting a little greedy. $70, I think that should have been more along the lines of $40, like $20 each. Buy it as a bundle, get it $40. Like that would have been the hot item right there. But something that has 4K support on Switch 2, 1080p support on the original Switch. It said they had some improved controls and a new storyline for Rosalina. Not worth $70 in my opinion, but hey, it is what it is. Then we had Metroid Prime 4 with a release date of December 4th. Definitely looking forward to that one. Then we also had Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That one looks nice. It's coming out sometime in 2026, followed by Mario Tennis Fever. That one's set to release on February 12th, 2026. Then Pokemon Pokopia. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, so I don't know too much about that, but that one was announced as well. Don't remember the release date on that. Then we had Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Now this one is set to release sometime in spring of 2026. Then Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Now this one actually looked really sick. I'm a big Zelda fan, but just the movements, just the flow of the battle just looked awesome. If you are a Dynasty Warrior fan, this is pretty much Dynasty Warriors with a Zelda skin on top of it. So definitely looked pretty awesome. So definitely gonna be checking that out. Then we had Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. This one, DK Island and Emerald Rush, right? So this one, I'm betting that this was probably just a portion of the game that should have been included for one, but I think that this was probably a part of the game that they weren't finished with and decided to just add it on as a DLC. Now, the worst part of it is every time they say the word DLC, they say paid DLC. I did look it up, and it is $20 for this DLC. Nintendo's getting greedy once again, so there you have it. That is some DLC that is coming out, but if you are a Donkey Kong Bonanza fan, definitely want to check that out. Then for third party, we did have a couple third party announcements there. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remake. Then we had Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Now this one's coming out January 22nd. Not only is it coming out on Switch, but it's also coming out on Xbox. There you go, PlayStation with the multi-plat. That was home for PlayStation. Now it's home for everybody. So great to see that happening. Then we have Hades 2. That one's coming out on September 25th. Definitely recommend picking that up if you're a fan of the original Hades. Then Persona 3 Reload. For all you Persona fans, Persona 3 Reload is definitely a good pickup. So definitely look forward to that coming October 23rd. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2-day remake. That is way too long for a title, but that one was announced as well, followed by Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Then we have Little Nightmares 3. That one's actually coming out October 10th. And then Resident Evil 9. So Resident Evil Requiem. That one is set to release on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. So if you are a Resident Evil fan, definitely recommend picking this up. You definitely got to watch the trailer because it's just simply amazing. Then we have Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. This one's set to come out to the Switch, and it will have crossplay, apparently. So that is another awesome thing. Then we have Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That one was announced as well. That's a definite pickup, going all the way back from the first up to pretty much not completely current, but you know, it's getting all the ones from the throwbacks, everyone from 1, 2, 3 Ultimate. So definitely a good pickup there. Then we had the normals, the EA Sports FC 26, followed by Lego Voyagers. Then we had 2 Point Museum. Was it this Gia 7 Complete, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, Overcooked 2, that one's coming out for Nintendo Switch Edition, followed by Stardew Valley, Nintendo Switch Edition, Humans Fall Flat. We'll have 5 new levels, and it will be a Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Then Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, that actually looked pretty cool. I'm actually willing to check that one out. Then Power Wash Simulator 2. Power Wash Simulator was hella fun, especially if you had friends over. Suika Game Planet, that one was dope. And Tamagotchi Life, don't get it mixed with Tamagotchi Life, but just in the name and knowing what Tamagotchi is, you already know what this is. Another thing that they announced, some other topics a little bit offside of games, they did announce the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So definitely based off Mario Galaxy, done by Loom Studios again, with collaboration with Nintendo. Looks pretty awesome. Looks like all the voice actors are back, including, you know, Chris Pratt and Jack Black. That one's set to release sometime in April, I believe April 3rd, 2026. And then for Nintendo expansion, we are getting Virtual Boy games. That is going to be pretty awesome. They even have a Virtual Boy like console replica that you'll be able to slide the screen into, and it looked like it had a red tint on the lenses. So get ready for those migraines. I had the original Virtual Boy when it came out, and we ended up returning it because I consistently got migraines. I don't know if it was because of the red screen or just the way the 3D worked on that, but it is on the website. It's not up for pre-order until February, but I did see the price. It is $99, but they also have a cardboard box one. So it's kind of like the cardboard VR that Google and all these other companies were selling to get people into VR, but either one would be sufficient. I am excited about that, you know, trying to try out those Virtual Boy games. I'm not sure of how I'm gonna fork over $100 just to get a migraine, so I don't pay for headaches per se. But overall, it was a pretty decent direct. Some of the things a little high in price, like Mario Galaxy, like I said, but I don't know. It's Nintendo. People will defend it. I think it's a little bit of greed going on there. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And until the next one, gaming fam, peace.